Well, we start tonight with the anniversary of the tragic event that still lives on today, the anniversary of the gunman who opened fire at a Top supermarket. Philip Ward joins us now. He spent the last couple of days really working on this, especially in Buffalo. And Philip, this shooting for you hits pretty close to home, literally, doesn't it?
Yeah, Caleb, indeed it does. You know, Buffalo's my hometown, and I remember playing golf 364 days ago and then hearing reports of a mass shooting in the city, not knowing much at the time of how much of a lasting impact it would have on Buffalo. Over the last 3 days, I spoke with some people in the city that for them, the shooting forever changed their lives.
No 62-year-old, woman with bad knees, bad back is about to outrun a bullet.
Mark Talley remembers calling his mother, Geraldine, 364 days ago.
No answer, called her boyfriend, no answer. So that's kind of, it's especially weird when I call my mom and she doesn't answer. She would usually call me right back and didn't.
Talley did receive a call, but it was from a police officer on the scene with tragic news.
Basically just said, sorry to inform you, but your mother's body has been identified as being in the grocery store.
Mayor of Buffalo, Byron Brown, called the shooting the worst nightmare that can happen to a community.
It was a painful day.
Brown recalls leaving a baseball game and arriving at the Tops parking lot.
There were 3 bodies laid out on the ground, covered by sheets, and I could see the bottom of one of the sheets getting red with blood. It was pretty traumatic.
How do you then approach the family members, and what do you possibly say to them at a time like that?
Well, you approach them with love and support. You hurt with them, you hurt for them. You're hurting yourself.
So I wanted people in the whole world to instantly know the reference that I'm making.
Talley has now written a book, and through that process, it has helped his hurting.
I just want this book to serve as an outlook of what the effects of systemic racism and gun violence has on a population of people.
What would you say to your mother if she was here right now with us?
I'm sorry for wearing the sweatpants on the news.
Grady Lewis had a conversation with the Top shooter and immediately had a bad feeling.
Because I knew he didn't belong here. I didn't have any idea, of course, but I knew that I needed to do something.
Since that day, Lewis has been dreading the 1-year anniversary.
I was depressed in March, knowing that this day was coming up, and at this point, I've been totally broken to where now I just accept.
He wasn't the only one who spoke with the shooter. Jay McKnight did as well, and he tries his best to not relive that day.
I haven't really gotten over it. I just more or less just brush it to the side because it's something I can't think about every day. I still got to live my life the way I got to live my life.
This is sad. This is sad for me. So just a year going by, it feels like it's been 2 weeks ago for me. So this is just horrible. And I just want people to study and read and learn themselves so they don't have to accept things.
With tomorrow being the 1-year anniversary of the shooting, Buffalo is scheduled to have a moment of remembrance at 2:28 p.m. at the Top supermarket, followed by a church service for healing and hope as the city remembers May 14th, 2022, almost a year later. Live in the studio tonight, Philip Ward, Erie News Now.